Namaste. My name is Krishna. As usual, I would like to take you today Jordon, Amman, where I was there a couple of times. At the beginning, for the first time, I went in 2010 or 11, when I was working with UNICEF, and I went to a regional office of UNICEF in Jordan, where we had a training called preparedness, emergency preparedness training. I was representing Sudan then, and I learned quite a bit thing during that training. Was nice, but in the meantime I also met many partners that UNICEF and other international NGOs, partners, local NGOs and all. So where I used to talk how they are functioning, how are they doing and all this. So one day, I found out that their participatory approach of work is well developed. More than that, the partnership concept was very nicely understood by the local partners, and also they have quite well developed by then the partnership approaches. And in addition to they had achieved lovely, very good, excellent results from their work. So not all NGO may perhaps, but they will know. Some of the local NGOs are also very good in terms of implementation of a project. So while I was working in Iraq with an NGO, my role was Organization Development Advisor, where I had to help them to organize the organization itself, how to develop the organization further, in addition to rules, regulations, and strategies and handbook and all this for the NGO. But then also I had to train them a lot, and my 75% time was especially in training colleagues. They weren't exposed to so many different concepts, different methods, and we did a lot. Also the colleagues were very hardworking, and they are willing to learn, and they are willing to apply and practice and see how it goes, which made it sense, and which made me very easy to work with. I enjoyed a lot. After all long years with UNICEF, we went to NGO, which was kind of easier for me, but more difficult in the sense of developing concepts and ideas and strategies and handbooks and all those things, like even the organization development part of it, like organogram, including organogram and the segregation of duties and all this. Everything I actually had to do, although they were doing for some time good work, but the intention was good, but the techniques and the skills were not as good as they needed to be. So I was hired as an Organization Development Advisor, ODA. Then in order to train them, especially the board members and management teams, I conducted trainings, so many of them for all the staff members. But in order to find in foreign countries something to learn by themselves, by looking at, by seeing it, by talking to the experienced people, and sometimes that helps. So I tried to make a visit for them in Jordan. For that reason, I went in advance to find out which NGOs could be better to talk to, better to see their programs, which NGOs are similar to the NGO that I was involved in with. So these kind of things I was looking for, and then knowing that they were very good in participatory approach, they were very good in partnership approach, they were getting very good results. For that reason, I went and found out some of the NGOs that could be a very good learning place for our colleagues. For that reason, then I went there and identified those NGOs, and then also I made some kind of tentative plans before leaving Jordan, Amman, and then I went back to Iraq, and then I sent the management team and board members. A couple of board members also participated in that visit. So they really enjoyed it. They seen it, the things happening, and they talked to the right people, and they learned a lot, and they were also requested to share with all the other colleagues in Iraq. So that's how it was. It was called, the organization was called Company then. That time I was there. I was happy to work with them. I was quite impressed that what results we got together. So that was an experience with lots of training, but learning visits is also important to have. What they call they saw themselves on the ground, what was happening, what was possible, and how the other people did, and they are not alone in this fight to make an organization alive and to do a good job for the needy population, whoever they are, your beneficiaries. That's all for now. Let's see in the next video. Thank you very much for listening, and if you have any questions, any comments, please put it in the comments, and if you like, you can also share, subscribe if you want to. Thank you. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.